Hi, I'm Rachel Rose. I'm an artist. I actually started everything and more from a sort of mundane experience. I had gone to see Interstellar and Gravity, which came out around the same time with my now husband, Ian. And as we came out of the theater, I felt a sort of complete renewal or disembodiment from everyday things on the street, a street lamp, the car, the sidewalk. Everything felt suddenly alien, as though I had actually gone to space and come back to Earth. My body had sat in a dark space and absorbed sound and light. That's all that had happened. Frequencies had come into my body. And through that, I had shifted my relationship to my environment. Billions of frequencies exist around us in this moment, light and sound that we can't absorb, that we can't see or hear. What does it mean if you took our bodies that have been developed to hear just a finite few levels, extracted it from this environment that holds these frequencies, like into outer space, a place that our bodies could never naturally evolve, and then our bodies back? Would we absorb different frequencies? Would we be physically opened up? So I was thinking about, in a sense, sensory perceptual experience and the expansion of that through the most basic, the most everyday, through sound and light. In Everything and More, you can see certain sections, they look like chemicals, but in fact, they're just food dye, like milk, water, baby oil, just food dye, that I shot with a macro lens just in my kitchen. And this was using really simple techniques that Douglas Trumbull, the special effects director, and other special effects directors from the 70s, 60s, into the 80s, were developing sort of pre-computerized CGI, handmade everyday ways to image this kind of psychedelic experience that people imagined in outer space. One of the things I was thinking about in Everything and More was this kind of morphic state, experience not feeling cut, but feeling connected. Instead of cutting between scenes, I composited the scenes between one another. So the liquid opens up through the mask of the astronaut suit, which then is sutured into footage of the camera moving underwater, which then comes back into the chemicals. So I wanted things to feel like they were pushing into each other, displacing each other. So in a way, it would feel like an extension of this early visual effects process from the 70s. The title comes from a book by David Foster Wallace called Everything and More. So David Foster Wallace actually was a mathematician in a way. He was like not a literal one, but he studied math, and he wrote this technical book about the history of infinity. What struck me the most about the experience of reading this book is how hard it was to grasp the concept of infinity. So yeah, I was applying that to the film.